We having a little tech. We'll work through it. What's up, everyone? Just gotta cue up my music.
There's a monster under my bed, and at my window there's a dragon. I accepted the challenge, it turned me into a savage. I broke a promise to myself again. I don't know why I am so vulnerable. They try to help, but I won't let them in. I guess rock bottom's where I'm comfortable. Both my feet planted when most people would've panicked. I embraced the storm, I found beauty in what was damaged. I'm not afraid of the boogeyman. Instead I look at him like he's a friend. There's not a monster out there in the world that's scarier than the one that's within. There's a creature in my closet, I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
But I say this no, but I'm hated so. My religious freaks say I'm the biggest beast and that I made it grow. When I spray this flow, I created mo. Creatures are like when I heat up the mic, I'm a breed of the night, but I'm tainted though. By the darkness I'm blinded, I sparked it and shined it. They find it cause mine is woe. But that they label me a demon seed, wanna disable, need to see them bleed, hinder me fatally and see them grieve, no. You would not believe the creature inside me if you deceive Khalifa's lively. We disagree when people defy me or try to take his. Whatever the fuckery toward them, you don't wanna wake this. You forsake his with a sacred, then it's over no matter what your faith is. I'm a creature.
There's a creature in my closet, I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
Yeah, I managed to get myself in trouble, all of this pain. Yeah, I'm damn in the dope, but dose of liquor's always to blame. If I could keep myself sober, I keep my hands to myself. I take a shot and it's over, that's how I end up in hell. I hope I don't pass it down to my offspring. They get everything from their daddy, feel like I'm addicted to all things. There's no reason to change, gone too far now. But I'm stuck in my ways, back at the bar now. They say I'm a flirt and they right, I ain't perfect, alright. So when I'm thirsty and perking and purposely searching for something that's hurting me so I just can't pack up and go, I just back out of it slow. That's how it go, I knocked the back out the hole. What next like I don't know. Okay. I think they be laughing at me, hands be grabbing at me. Feel like God let it happen till we dab it blasphemy. And these be a dab it naturally. Okay, yeah. I think I better let it go. Either that or I gotta let it know. But I can't do that.
There's a creature in my closet, I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
What's up, everyone? First, we gotta get this mic in order. I think I'm gonna go with my earbuds again. Test, test, test. That sounds a little weird still, doesn't it? Kind of like echoey? Or is it fine? What do you think? I could switch to my earbuds. I just need a little feedback here. If it sounds shitty, I'll go with the earbuds. And I got your message, Chaotic. Let me test the other one then. Before we start, I might as well. Is this one better? As long as it works, I could use the earbuds. It's just I never know if it's gonna be wonky or whatever with the stupid McDonald's Wi-Fi. But if y'all think this one sounds better, I'll just proceed with this one. So you get test 1, and this is test 2. Stay with test 2. Is this better? Okay, I'll stay with this. Damn, this $30 mic's a piece of shit. It used to be fine, but maybe I need a new one. All right, fair enough. I'll get a new one. You stupid piece of crap. Well, anyways, hello everyone. I think there's thank you for coming because I know there's a lot of lives going on right now. I know one's particularly probably amazing. I don't know if she's still live, but I wouldn't want to cut anyone's time away from that live because, you know, probably exhilarating content as always. But last I looked, she was live. I don't know if she still is. And then a million people are now going live about Diddy, of course. So I should have went earlier like I was going to. I have it all. I actually set this up yesterday because I wanted to go over the content, go over the interview with the girl named Mesha that came out with some crazy accusations against Diddy. But I also have his bail stuff set up, so I might want to pull that up first. I'm going to pull that up and see what it looks like now to see what, because, you know, obviously he's in court right now, or allegedly there. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see how that's going. We can keep checking in too periodically. And it looks like nothing.
Maybe even
Looks like nothing.
shout out to my people, Grace, Mercy, and Save in the building.
Okay, so I might pull up a different channel. I wonder if it's on Court TV, because that's a different, I didn't realize it was a different show. I'll see if I can find Court TV Diddy, just so we can keep checking on it. Diddy bail. I'm guessing Court TV would have it on. I don't see anything yet. If anyone has a link they want to drop, I'll check that one out too. Oh, here we go, Law and Crime.
You know, I'm not encouraging any potential legal troubles moving down the line.
I don't see any mics or anything set up yet. Let me take a little browse of the chat. I mean, I don't know how long. Maybe this could take a while too. A lot of people are having, I guess, watch parties on it. But, you know, for all I know, it could take a couple hours. I have no idea. We could keep checking in on that.
That, you know, he has contacted parties through.
Oh, there's people in the chat saying he was set up. Come on now. All right. Well, there's nothing going on over there. So I got the, let me see what I pulled up. I have the lady who came out and made her accusations. Let me switch to that. I have a couple current events stories, random as fuck stories. One's pretty hideous. They're pretty short stories. I was going to save those ones for the end, but I'm not sure. One of them, I got the idea. I found it on a channel. He was bringing it out. It could mail up. Amazon alert. I tried to beat my dog. I'm sorry. He doesn't like Amazon. What can I say? Okay, so I got 2 stories. I'll save those for the end, perhaps. I think they're pretty good. So we can watch this interview. And then if we want to go back to the lady with the alien stuff that I was talking about, we might not play this. I might save this and might not play it at all. It's from Sean Atwood's channel. It's a little, let's see, how long is it? It's like 15 minutes, and it's called How High Up Are Jay-Z and Beyonce? It's a psychic remote viewer, Beverly Rhodes. And she's doing psychic remote viewing on Diddy. So I thought that might be interesting. I actually haven't watched it yet. Again, it's only 15 minutes. And the interview itself, back to the interview, is about 30 minutes. And it blew up the internet. It was blowing up the internet all day yesterday. I was going to go live. I didn't. Let me make sure it's on the screen, actually. So I feel like a lot of you probably have already seen this, but you can let me know in the chat. Oh, my dog. I think I hear another Amazon truck coming. Anyways, if you hear barking, I'll be muting real as fast as I can. It's like a game. I have to hit the mute real quick. He is on it. 'Tis the season. Okay. Oh, Akid Mel's doing a watch party too. I want to hear the lawyers talk. Let me check on that real quick before I get started in the interview. No, it's just discussion. I don't want to do that. We want the facts here. We want to know what's going on. Oh, no. Okay. Let me set this up from the beginning. I hate when stuff auto plays by itself when I'm not ready for it. But anyways, okay, so how many people in the chat have already seen this? Have you guys already pretty much seen this? Let me go back to StreamYard and change the layout before I start it. I feel like they changed a few things in StreamYard because yesterday was my first time on it in a while, and it looks like some things are different. So I'm kind of like, what? I'll put myself up here. Up, Amazon. Amazon! Oh, you haven't seen it? All right. It's pretty crazy. I don't want to bore anyone with it, but I kind of want to talk about it and play it because it's like, it's probably the worst. It is to date one of the worst things I've heard yet. I had trouble reading the last content the other day, one of the new cases that were filed. I literally had trouble reading it. It was so hideous. But these allegations are like up there with that and even worse. If you can, I feel like every day when people come out, more and more people are coming out, it just gets worse and worse and worse. I mean, you think it can't get worse, and it literally does every day. It's absolute insanity. And as I've said, I feel like he's Satan on earth. But this interview originally came from the Lionel B show 2 days ago, I believe, and it broke the dang internet. It broke the internet, and I've already put the link in my description. If I have to add some other things, I will afterwards, but he's the only one that I've linked in the description because it is his breakthrough interview. So it belongs to him, and, wanted to give credit, or if you guys want to link up and join his channel. What up, Torchy? We're going to go over some Diddy stuff. What else? I got to put my other Diddy thing back on. So this lady, Jane Doe, aka Mesha, finally just came out, and she came on Lionel B's show. He interviewed her, so he got the first interview. And since then, yesterday, she did go on another channel. I don't know if I pulled that up yet, but I know some people out there are doubting it, but it doesn't feel fake to me, but it's pretty freaking crazy. So let's on with that. Let's get on to it. Diddy is a psycho. Oh, we got to get some sound here. I might have to drop it and pull it up again. It's doing that thing because I flipped over. I've changed screens too many times. I don't know why it does that. Let me stop it and pull it up again. Stupid. Why you gotta do that to me? Why you gotta do that? Let's see. Here we are. We'll just check the sound real quick.
So horrible. I can't describe how horrible it was. Everybody telling me not to speak will just let them reveal my face.
Now just wait a minute. You have a birthday before I go on with this? Happy birthday to you. And if I see Katie in the chat, I will ask her if she will come up and sing one of her famous happy birthdays to you, Mama T style, because you deserve that on your special day. Okay, so I'm looking out for you. Okay, happy birthday.
And like I'm telling people around me, if I wanted the money, I would have been and took the money. Like they've been paying me money and I've been living like I'm broke. They got my pictures out here. Who put my pictures out here?
So she's alleging that this girl sitting on Diddy's lap is her back then, and she said she was 11 years old. And, that she obviously, if she was 11, had a grown woman's body.
Now, peeps, I sat down for the most exclusive interview of 2024. We've seen her pictures all over the internet with multiple celebrities eating food.
I was completely mind blown, because like I said, every time you think it can't get worse, it does. It's crazy.
Off of her body when she was just a preteen. We've seen her sitting in Diddy's lap in the studio when she was even younger. Now hear her story for the very first time. We've heard stories of her abuse by famed actress Jennifer Lopez. She details her abuse by Diddy and other Hollywood elites. She fought back tears as we sat down for her heartfelt story. Now this is definitely an interview that you don't want to miss.
Nicely done, Precious Chaos. Nicely done.
The following content is the exclusive intellectual property of the Lionel
Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair
Sorry,
use.
guys. Ran, I haven't seen you. Where the hell you been, Ran? It's good to see you. It's good to friggin' see you. Okay. Of course, I haven't been live really, except for, what was it, the day before yesterday. But yeah, I got a couple things to play. We just started. We're just getting started.
Lionel B show, man, and agreeing to share your story. I know you went through a lot of traumatic things in your life, and we're definitely grateful to have you on the show today.
Yes.
Absolutely. So let's start at the beginning. How did you first meet Diddy? How did you get connected with Diddy, and how old were you when you met him?
In the 2000, I was basically 10, 11 is when I lost my virginity. I met him sixth grade.
Taken from you.
That summer or whatever, and I remember Pierre Harvey coming by because then I started writing music for PDiddy, and PDiddy liked the music, but Pierre Harvey was coming by, and at first he was nice and he was paying me too. But I remember one time he came in, like he got snatched a book out of my hand and he didn't pay me my money. And then he came back another time and he had a.
I just want to say thanks for reminding me about that. I'll put the trigger warning banner up. And if somebody, does anyone in here know Lionel B's channel that they can share it? Because I want to be fair to this and make it clear that it's his breakthrough, it's his content. I'm just sharing and trying to go over it fair use as I can. Thank you for getting this great interview. And as I said, lots of people are sharing it, but I want to do it in the best fair way and make sure I share him out. That'd be great. And yeah, let me get that trigger warning up. Thank you again for that. It's crazy trigger warning. Let me find it here before I proceed. Is that too big? I think that'll do. Hi, it's just starting here. Yeah, that would be great to share that every now and then. Thank you. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, I'll joke.
And like back then, the cell phone was like real big and thick. He had a big, thick ass cell phone, and
oh, good traders.
He was telling me that P Diddy wanted to meet me or whatever. He wanted me to come to his flavor camp for 48 hours. So he told me to ask my grandmother, could I go? I asked my grandmother. She said no. And at the time, my mother was on drugs. And I was all like, I was mad at her because I'm like, I want to be famous. I want to be rich or whatever. I want to be famous. He's going to make me a singer and we're going to be rich. He's saying that I got potential to be like the next Michael Jackson. Is basically what the.
You hear that? And that would be a grooming technique because this is, again, allegedly an 11-year-old child that wants to be famous. And if you think back to your 11-year-old mind, think where your mind was at then with all the dreams of what you're going to be when you're older and all that. It's very easy to groom, I would think.
The nigga was telling me, and she said no. So when he called on the phone, I was like, she said no, I gotta ask my mama. She was being funny, like, ask your mama, but she knew my mama wasn't around. So I told them that, and they was like, we'll take you go find your mom. And I was like, real? And he was like, yeah. So when they came back, I was expecting P Diddy to be outside, but P Diddy wasn't outside. Pierre Harvey was outside, and he picked me up. When I got to the car, he was all like, he put P Diddy on the phone because I was like skeptical about getting in the car. So he had to call P Diddy for me to hear his voice. And once I heard his voice, I got in the car. And then when I got in the car, I remember him like, eat the candy, eat the jelly beans. I think I had on pink that day. Pink, like some pink sweats. And
let me stop it right there. As we know at this point, most of the victims say that they're offered a drink. This is an 11-year-old child, and she was offered jelly beans. What do kids like? Candy.
Like a shirt. And I had bobos in my head. And he was like, eat the candy, eat the candy. And some said don't eat the candy, but then He was like being real persistent. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Can't try it, try it. These are new jelly beans. We just invented these with jelly beans. And when I ate the jelly bean, I was like, this is nasty. And I was spitting it out. And as I spit it out, I was like, I want to get out the car. And he slammed the door. And then he got in the car.
Thank you,
And
Lily.
I remember being out of there. And I remember them putting me on the jet. And them saying, damn, this little heavy. I remember him being like, wake up, wake up. I remember waking up. I remember my ear popping, and I remember my stomach dropping on the airplane.
So it was a private jet that they put you on?
Mm-hmm. It was just us. I'm calling it airplane. That's what I called it back then, but it was a jet. I remember getting there to the studio. I'm out of there, asleep on the couch. I remember Asian man or Chinese man being there, and he was all like, you did this to my son. I'm going to the police. Like, you did this to my son. He's in the hospital. And he was all like, if I was you, I wouldn't say nothing or whatever. You're going to end up dead. And like the man looked terrified when he said that. You know, I don't give a fuck about you going to the police. And I'm going in and out. I remember looking on the pool table and there was a lady getting on the table. I thought she was Mexican, but she was the Arabian lady that was Miss Gloria Alvarez. I saw her getting on the table, but I was like I was conscious, but I was coherent, but I couldn't move.
On a table in front of kids.
And then I remember being like, I'm thirsty.
Yep.
I remember him giving me something to drink, and I remember it tasted nasty, and him laughing, and him doing his little dance, talking about welcome to the flavor camp in my face or whatever. And then I remember coming to, and he was telling me, asking me if I smoke, if I drink, and I told him no, and he was telling me basically I can't turn down anything that he offers me. I have to, if he offered it to me, I have to do it. I remember him giving me a tour of the place and him giving me the camera. I remember him like trying to make me feel comfortable, and he was like complimenting, saying, "Oh, she got a nice." I felt so uncomfortable. He was like, "Don't she got a nice body? Her ass is nice." I remember that. I remember him telling me to get the camera and to take pictures.
What did he have you taking pictures of, or
Like
of yourself?
studio, he took pictures of me, and like when I took a picture and I'm like in front of the thing, I'm taking pictures like this, and I took a picture of the bed. That was me. I just took a picture of the bed.
At this point, I'm also wondering, now that I'm hearing this again, if the camera thing would take a pictures and telling her to do it. I wonder if this was some sort of a cataloging thing for future cataloging to sell. You know what I mean? To sell the kids.
I go walk around. I put my phone on do not disturb. He was like, go walk around, and he told me to
like advertisement.
And he
maybe?
told me to take pictures. And I remember taking pictures of the bed, like take pictures or whatever. And
Yep.
I remember taking a picture of the bedroom. I took a picture in the studio, and he was like recording me. And I also I'm just going in and out, in and out. I don't know, he offered me something else and I passed out, but then I remember being in that room with him, and he was all like being extra touchy with me. And I was like, yeah. I started feeling like he was a creep, but I was still like going along with it. And he was like, what kind of you like? Like, he was asking me about me being molested, and I was honest with him, and I told him about stuff, because he was like, the stuff.
So you hear that? She's an 11-year-old child, and he asked her what kind of, can I say the word cock on here? Cocks do you like? I don't really say that word, matter of fact.
That I was writing, I had to be like, they was asking me, have I ever been molested? Have I ever had sex? And I was like, yeah, knowing I was a virgin. I've been molested, but I never been penetrated. He asked me what kind of cocks I like, and I was like, real big cocks. I like big cocks, real big cocks. And he sent Roger Bonds to go buy a pink dildo. And I remember waking.
I don't know who that is. Does anyone know who that is in here? Is that like a singer? It's she's going to be naming people in here too. So I don't know how this is going to go, or if a lawyer is going to pick up her case. As I said, this is like brand new that this just came out. So maybe somebody can help.
Waking up, looking in the mirror, I look in the mirror and I see P. Diddy behind me. And I know when I was in the room, he took my virginity on that bed. And I remember screaming and hurting, but I had to take that. I had to take it. But then after that, I remember I just woke up again. I'm in the bathroom, bent over the sink, and I'm yelling, but I guess I'm not making noise. I don't know. But I'm yelling, it hurt. Please stop. I'm weak. I can't move. And he's giving me or whatever. He turned me around, kissed me in my mouth, and like, I'm not gonna hurt you. But he was hurting me. And he turned me back over. And when he stuck it in my, he told me pinch his nipples and all type of crazy shit. He kissed me in my mouth, and he turned me back over, and I passed out again when he stuck it in my ass, and the pain stopped, and then I was relieved, and then I felt the pain again.
So yeah, he turned her over and then the other side too.
And when I woke up, it was Pierre Harvey behind me, and he stuck it in my ass, and I remember looking and yelling, "No, stop! No, stop!" And I happened the Jewish guy was behind
And Pierre Harvey and all the other people she names. I hope y'all get in trouble for this shit.
Pierre, like on the side. It was like in his bathroom at that studio. It was like a restroom stall in there. I remember, and then after he finished, I remember P. Diddy I was asking the Jewish guy to help me because I know he just had a baby, and I was looking at him for help. And he was all like, I don't want to do this. I want to do this. And he was like, if you don't fuck her, I'm going to fuck you. So the dude got behind me and his stuff was soft. But he was like acting like he was doing it with me. And then like I wasn't yelling, I wasn't screaming like I was. So then Diddy kind of pushed him back. But Diddy had told that man if he didn't do it to me, he was gonna kill him. That man, hurry up, got naked. And I remember Diddy pushing him out the way. And Pierre pushed him out the way. I remember Pierre smoking crack out of like a crack pipe. I don't know if it was crack. I don't know what the was in it, but a crack pipe is where it's circle. It's not. He was smoking out of that, and I remember him making me give him head, and like I was using my teeth and everything. He slapped me upside my head, and he was all like, "Don't use your teeth." But I couldn't breathe, and like he was just gagging me with his dick. It was just so like their dicks were just so big. I remember after that, it was like a break in between, but then I remember looking to my left and P. Diddy's in the doorway with like one of them old school cameras, and he's sitting there jacking off and sitting in a chair in the doorway of the restroom. I remember passing out, waking back up, being over the sink, and this nigga sticking the champagne.
I'm back. I fell off. My bad. I wanted to say hi to Sandy and I hit the wrong button. Okay, here we go.
Pain bottle in. I was like yelling at that point. I know I was yelling at the top of my lungs, and they just had me so hurt. And they left me in their restroom, and I don't know how long I was in that restroom, but my legs and stuff wouldn't work. And some white guy came and got me out the restroom.
So it was like a security guard or somebody that picked you up, or
this white guy, when he smiled, he has a smile like Garfield. He picked me up, and I was like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. And he was like, I'm gonna take you home. I got you. I'm gonna take you home. So they put me back on the jet, and I wake up. I'm with some other white girls, like we all teenagers. They were a little bit older than me. I wake up with them, and like at first it wasn't like it was fun, but then they disappeared from me, and it was me by myself. And I remember being drugged the whole time, and I remember them drugging me so much, and they wanted me to feel the pain, and they had my hand over the stove. I remember waking up screaming. This was a fat white guy. He kind of hunchback, got a pointy nose. This fat white guy, he was just passing me to different white men, and at the and to a point they all started looking the same to me.
Yeah, sorry, big trigger warning. It does kind of get worse, and her allegations go along with other people's where they talk about the bottle, and there are guys out there that like to hurt little girls and little boys, and it's really fucking disgusting. But the people like that exist, unfortunately. Yeah, I think there was some of those, elite. You can tell she's going back in and out of
Take
it.
my time, Lord.
Take your time.
Um,
It's tough. I know it's tough, Mom.
It's all right, Lily. You helped me.
No, it's hard. Take some breaths.
My bad.
Okay, it's just the memory that I think it's the memory. And it's like every time I think about it, it's like I relive it. And I'm there and I see it. My body can't move, but I'm there. And I don't know what days it was.
I'm sorry, like I understand it's probably not for everyone if you need to take a break or whatever, but I also feel strongly about exposing it and getting it out, and then I know it's really hard. I know it's difficult, but this girl, if all this is true, deserves to be heard and her justice, because this shit ain't right.
I don't know the time, like, you know what I'm saying? I just know it was daylight, or I know if it was hot. I remember them having me in the summertime, and I remember being there in the cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, when
Thanks,
I was
Lily.
there, like, it was horrible. It was horrible. It was so horrible. I can't describe how horrible it was. After that happened, it's like it goes in and out. I remember trying to escape. I remember the brown children. I remember being locked in the cage with these brown kids. I don't know what race they were, but I know they looked at black, but they didn't speak English.
How many kids would you say was in there with you?
Had to be like 30 or 50.
Yes, absolutely. I probably should have suggested that.
50 kids, but it kept getting.
Excuse me. I guess I'm in the habit of always having the earbuds, so like none of the sounds of any of YouTube, whatever. I probably should make that known or give people a reminder at the beginning. That's a good idea. I always recommend earbuds anyways for adult content. I mean, I put it in the description, but I should have probably said it at the beginning if I didn't. I said trigger warning, but still, yeah, earbuds are good. This is not children, mature audiences only.
Smaller and smaller and smaller because they were hunting these babies. It got like it was like until I noticed it, I was just in the cage. But before they like took me out the cage and put me back in the cage, they had me these babies.
Rand, I also can't help but think of how many people might be deleted, like you say. You know, where so many kids go missing. It's like nobody knows what happened to them. Think of all the people and children that could have been deleted.
With them.
Yep. He gave her jelly beans.
I remember him
That
shooting
at first.
this baby. The baby had to be no more than 5 or 6. This baby, this boy.
This part's a little more graphic if anyone needs to step away. It's just so hideous.
He hunts me in my dream, and he is the age he probably would have been now, but he hunts me in my dreams. Like when I have out of body experience, and like it's like he's chasing me. I remember he shot that baby, and I was like, I'm not gonna stop him. And he, pop, pick up the knife. So I pick up, and I was just going like this. And so the baby up had to be no more than 5 or 6, to be honest. He had me bathing them, feeding them, washing them off, and bathing them, feeding them. I remember me being in the cage. I kept letting them out the cage. I remember I kept opening the cage, letting them out, and like they used to have to get them and run after them, get them. I remember them being in there, and we was saying our names, and I was like Lamisha, and one said her name, and then she was talking in her language, and I ain't hear nothing, but she was like, fight.
Yeah. Do you mean about the cagers or the 5 or 6-year-old? I can back it up a tiny bit. Unfortunately, I don't want to re-trigger, traumatize, but let me just try to do it a little bit. I know it's pretty horrible.
Pushing them off and bathing them, feeding them. I remember me being in the cage. I kept letting them out the cage.
Allegedly, they had some young ones too, yeah. And it sounds like she was kind of mommy caregiver to some of them.
I remember I
Yep.
kept opening the cage, letting them out.
There's many sick people out there that assault and do stuff to children, and some of them get off on hurting kids.
And like they used to have to get them and run after them,
Oh,
get
okay.
them. I remember
Sorry, traders.
I remember them being in there, and we was saying our names, and I was like Lamisha, and one said her name, and then she was talking in her language, and I ain't hear nothing, but she was like, fight. So every time we got out the cage, it was like we all, like when it was time to get ready, everybody having sex, that's when I started fighting back. I remember
I know it's hard. I know it's hard.
I remember they had a tray, and on the tray there was a knife, it was a corkscrew, it was a glass bottle, it was a candle, and it was a cigar on the tray. And I remember all of them had to stick it in me. And I will never forget how Bill Cosby lit the cigar and put it out on my vagina.
So she just dropped another Hollywood name. That is Bill Cosby, who we all know, allegedly lit a cigar and put it out on her lady parts. Yes. 11-year-old child then.
So Bill Cosby was one of the people there?
Yes. I never came forward to his case or whatever, but you know, he had Jane Doe's, but that opened up all the old stuff that he been doing, you know? But I never came forward in that. Because my grandmother never took me, she never reported me missing, and she never took me to do a police report. And as I'm calling, getting help from these lawyers, it's like nobody can help me. And like I need help with a lawyer. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I know that's me. Like I can provide pictures.
Do you think you can pull the link for that, Rand? That would be great. Thanks.
Not the picture that they have, because they have the original. The police had the original copy of that picture of me. You know what I'm saying? They had the original copy of that picture of me. I don't have no picture. I got pictures of how I looked at that time, you know, that like you can see my shoulder and I'm still got the same frame, but I don't have those pictures anymore. I remember he did what he did to me, and then when it was time for Jennifer Lopez, she was there with a guy, and he was standing there looking disgusted, but didn't nobody save me.
It is deplorable.
She stuck that glass in me, and after that, like, but my eyes were booked the whole time. And
there's another name drop.
And they put a blindfold on me. I remember them beating the fuck out of me. I remember them hog tying me. I remember I remember them all being mad at me because I put snake venom in everybody's drinks and shit, because everybody acting like they couldn't remember. But when this witchy lady, she gave me she was in a red room, and the room had mirrors everywhere, and it was a yellow snake in the damn sink. She gave me the venom, and whatever she gave me, it made me still be numb. But whatever she gave me, it made me coherent. Like I was coherent to everything, but I still couldn't move. You know what I'm saying? And I put it.
So it sounds like she had her wits, but couldn't move, somewhat like paralyzed. I don't know what kind of venom could cause that, where you couldn't move, but you could still think. You know, I don't know.
Everything. And I remember Kris Jenner being mad about it. And
there's another name drop. Kris Jenner.
I stabbed her in her left side of her shoulder, like right here. This is where I stabbed her, right there. And no, it's not allegedly. It really happened.
This is the story that just came out and broke the internet 2 days ago on the Lionel B show. And if you want to see the whole interview uninterrupted after this or review it, it's on the Lionel B show, and I put the link to his channel in my chat. And her name is Mesha. She was 11 years old when she was allegedly abducted, and she's talking about what they did to her when she went to PDiddy's flavor camp, as they called it.
It really happened. And I hope by me going live and me telling some stuff that it don't help him get off. You know what I'm saying? Because they saying like, no, I don't need to talk, but I don't have no lawyer. I don't have nobody to represent me. And if it was for the money, I would have been and took the money.
All right.
I would have been and took the money.
That's all right, sis. Speak your truth. Speak your truth.
I end up, he burned down this building to cover up all the evidence and some bodies, some more people that was there. Yeah, that's the building he caught talking about because he ended up doing some shit. He slipped, hit his head, and I ended up pulling him out. I wanted to leave him in there, but the power of God told me to do it. And God told me to get him. And I wanted to let that nigga burn. I wanted to let that nigga die. I swear for God, I wanted to let him die. Okay, I can't tell you. I wanted to let him die. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. Yes, I was. And yes, I put out a ground out of a place for me, and I jotted for the woods. It was lost in the.
So just to be clear, because it sounded like that skipped a little bit, she made the allegation that Diddy or whoever working for him lit up a building on fire to destroy evidence, and she said some bodies to get rid of some evidence and some bodies. Diddy, on the way out, she's alleging, fell and hit his head, and she's saying God told her to, even though she wanted to let him burn in there, to remove him. Like, you know, with her heart, she still had a heart enough to drag him out of there, and then you'll hear the rest.
The woods. Out in the woods, God brought me back to life, and I just told God, just please kill me. I'm hungry. I don't know how long I was in the woods. It's barbed wire fish beat up. I was already beat up because before I made to the woods, that damn deal inside of me. The deal he made bronze go by. He told that man go buy that deal. They beat that deal inside of me, and I went my way. Made it through the barbed wire. I was in.
So she's saying she ran through the woods and made it to the barbed wire fence and came to the highway, and she did still have that thing still stuck in there. I hope it doesn't start the skipping again, so you guys can hear this.
Because they kept telling me you're in the jungle, so I didn't know where the fuck I was at. I'm thinking I done ran away from Africa to America. That's what I'm thinking in my kid mind. You know what I'm saying? And this is how I wrote my police report. This is how the first police report is written. You know what I'm saying? And
can you imagine back then this child trying to write a police report and they probably just didn't believe her or thought she was crazy or something? I mean, look at all the people some of the people that did come out years ago and write stuff. They thought they were crazy.
I get to the barbed wire fence. I almost hit by cars because barbed wire was the freeway. Laps on these trash bags. Some white man, I think his name was Samson. He picked me up and he took me to Miami and took me back to New York. And when I came in there, I would beat up. And they was like, you. They was they tried white man. I said, he didn't do it. He didn't do that to me in my life. And he didn't take me to the pub.
So the white man that found her in Miami drove her all the way to New York because she was afraid to go to the Miami cops. And when he brought her to the hospital, they were questioning her, thinking he did it to her because she was beat up.
Telling him that it was.
But he saved her.
Like the sheriffs, the people worked for the police was doing that to me.
She's alleging some of the police on the police force were involved in some of this and that Diddy owned the police. There's been other allegations of that too, of people going there and nothing happening because who knows, maybe he made hefty donations to them.
I was telling him he told the police this to me because the nigga was police. He was around a lot of white people. Police did this to me, so he said that he drove me from Miami and he drove. And I remember them taking my statement. I remember I remember lying about my age on the first time I told them I was 17 because I was scared. I don't know. I lied. And I remember I wrote the first statement, I wrote it and I tried to cover up stuff, but then I told them I had to use the restroom. And they was like, nah, you can't use the restroom. But before all this happened, they brought Mr. Williams in there because you was good. I want to hear, and they did, and I was like, PD, and I know the people that was around.
She said they asked her who did this to her, and she said P Diddy.
And
Oh,
he was all like, well, how old are you? Where your name? Where you from? I lied and I said I was Mexican. I used to say I was Mexican. I lied and stuff and said I was from Michigan. And like I just made up a whole bunch of different stories. And I end up seizing out. And I told them I had to go to the restroom. They was like, no, you can't use no restroom until you finish writing. And I ended up writing everything out, which was the truth. And I ended up seizing out. And I remember them rushing me. I remember Mr. Williams was with me the whole time. I remember I was in pain,
yep.
so my whole body hurt. So the difference, they did an operation out of me. I the same way I felt before the operation. I remember him showing me.
I think that went out again. I'm sorry about whatever's going on with my computer or whatever, but she said she had an operation and they had to remove a you know what from her that got lodged up in there and stuck. Yes, there was a used old thing stuck up in there, and she probably could have lost her life. Who knows if she had infection or whatever from it, you know?
Video, and I'm like, that's me. And it looked like they pulling the fucking intestines out of it. And it was that pink dildo, and he was all,
She said it looked like they were pulling intestines out, but it was that pink D thing, thingamajiggy.
I was like, that's like, ew, what is that? I was horrified. And he was like, this is you. Who did this to you? And I went on and told him the truth. Diddy did this. I remember them having to sew me up and reconstruct my stuff down there. I didn't go straight home. He said, I can't send her home like this. He waited till that my big eye went down, but I didn't make it back home until October, November. I started the 7th grade, the second semester, and I ended with my dad. I lived with the second semester of school with my dad. I remember Mr. Williams in there with me, and he not gonna testify or be on my behalf, but I came forward if I never saw him on TV. You hear me? Because God knows, God knows that man is my angel, and I'm not trying to be on here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. You're right.
I won't be on here looking crazy and crying and shit, looking ugly in the face, on here crying.
You went through some traumatic stuff, so that's normal.
Yeah. Everybody telling me not to speak, but just let them reveal my face. And like I'm telling people around me, if I wanted the money, I would have been and took the money. Like they've been paying me money, and I've been living like I'm broke. See, I got this situation. He got a situation. I have justice. Like if I don't think I see. I want somebody else, but we gotta get justice. I just had justice. I have to. I don't want to be talking and doing this interview and help him.
Thank you, traders, for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. Great job, Sarah. I do appreciate that. Thank you. And, for the audience that is here, I appreciate you being here. I know there's other drama you could be at, but sometimes I just want to tell some of the news, I feel this lady's story is very important, and thank you for coming.
I just need justice and I need help. They got my pictures out here. Who put my pictures out here?
So Mesha, yeah, definitely that part. Let's talk about those photos that's all over the internet. So basically that's you on the table with the food on you and they're eating off of you.
Yes.
So she's the girl in the viral alleged human platter where they put the food on her and used her as a serving table Nasty.
How old were you in those photos?
I was 13.
13 years old.
I didn't turn 14 till the end of that year. I don't turn, like, my birthday is in December. So, like, right now I'm 33, but when January after December I'm gonna be 34. I always turn the same age at the end of the year, and I don't know who has it. I don't know who. They got the video of me being when I was gone with the white men. They were doing weird shit to me, like they beating me. This woman flat out my hair, got me ready for this man named Joey, and they beating me. Got me strapped to a tree, and like I just feel like I'm being bullied because they putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Who would glorify this? This is nothing to glorify. And it is like everybody that's coming forth and they doing interviews. Everybody that's doing interviews has something to do with me.
And also, all those tapes that were seized, who knows if she could be on some of those tapes, because she even said back then he was using the old school video cameras.
Everybody
He's been
that's
doing this
doing
forever.
interviews has something to do with me. And I'm just sitting back and I'm just watching people. Like, I don't watch TV, listen to music no more because everybody that you're listening to, it hurt me. You understand what I'm saying? And
so there were a lot of celebrities involved, and
even
she said a lot of celebrities were involved, so she don't even want to listen to the radio.
people tell them I was 17, I was still underage. The fake age, the people told me, like, still underage. And this man had my mind.
And they knew she was underage at the time. Even the fake age that she used was still underage.
Oh, because I was being abused at home, and I was thinking that this is how the world treats you. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking this is love. This you gotta do. You gotta do. He took my virginity. My mom was gone. I don't know. My mom was gone. My mom was gone.
Hey, Lilo.
Now, peeps, that was part 1 of our shocking 1-hour interview with Mesha, a victim of Diddy. If you know someone that's going through domestic, yourself or going through domestic.
I know. Also, I say this sometimes. I know we're in the drama community, but sometimes I like to offer other things because sometimes we just want to talk about real stuff that's going on, you know. And I know it's kind of probably a hard spot for me to be in to do some of the things I do in show because we are in the drama community. But I know, no matter what, if there's some people in here, I just like to talk and socialize and share what's going on. You know, I appreciate that.
Help is just a phone.
I want the girl heard.
You guys in part of our
interview. Where is he?
Stay tuned.
So that, let me pause it. That's
Make
part
sure
1. That's part 1, and he alleges he's going to have a part 2. Now, part 2 hasn't come out yet. Let me check his channel. We've been sharing it. Let me see if he has it scheduled yet. I don't think so. And I did see her live on another channel last night, and she was getting lots of love. I don't think I have that pulled up, though. There's nothing planned as of yet. So he ended it there, part 1. And right here, Lionel B, it's his interview. Again, I'm trying to use it as fair use as possible. Thank you. That was a great interview. And let's see. So I haven't watched this yet. I thought it might be interesting. This is the psychic remote viewer, Beverly Rhodes. And she's been on the Sean Atwood channel many times. I just started watching her. I still have to catch up on some of her stuff, but she works with detectives and police on a lot of cases, and this lady seems to have some great skills. She helps the police a lot with unsolved cases, and she helps families with unsolved cases. And she has a whole community. I found it in the link in the description box. I actually joined the community, but she has a website and offers all kind of stuff, healing, trauma healing. Let me see if it's in here. She has a book. She has a website. Let me show her website real quick in case anyone's interested. Maybe I can share it. There's testimonials, consultations. You could do stuff online with her. Let me see the stuff she offers here. I'm impressed with what I see so far of her. Of course, I just found her on here. She has private psychic sessions, 45 minutes for $50. I just want to show you what she offers. ancestral aura energy remote view sessions where she claims she can actually go in and see the stuff. And that's why she works with police sometimes. You can do a transformation via remote viewing. And I think this is the one for trauma. You can even do a pet animal awakening connective reading for 1 hour to, let's see, prepare for the arrival of a new animal or rescue a puppy or kitten, gain valuable insights into the cosmic energies at play within your furry friend's soul field. Understand core aspects of their psyche and receive guidance with key tasks to enable a happier life together. Receive a message from your pet along with pointers on the movements that may impact your lives together. The reading will empower you to make informed decisions and embrace opportunities for growth with your beloved pet. I just haven't heard that before, so I thought I'd share that one. But there's your info, and yeah, I don't know, I thought it was interesting, so you can find that right in Sean Atwood, wherever she's on his channel, though. The info's always in the description box. I don't know what her book's about, but let me go back to where I was. Oh, actually, was that showing on the screen? Did I show that on the screen? I hope I showed it on the screen. Okay. So I got a couple events in the news that were just absolutely crazy that I'd show you. I got to show you before, current things. But if you want, I can play this first. It's only 15 minutes. It's How High Up Are Jay-Z and Beyonce? A Psychic Remote Viewing by Beverly Rhodes on Diddy. I thought it might be interesting, and it's only 15 minutes. If you guys are interested, I'm interested. As I said, I haven't even watched it yet. If you'd like me to play it and learn about I'd like to hear her input on her psychic viewing of Jay-Z and all that stuff. I think it would be interesting. So I can either play this now, the 15-minute clip, or skip right to the couple news things I found in the news that were random news on YouTube. I'll just wait to see what the chat wants if you want to hear Beverly. Would you like to hear Beverly? I'll just give y'all a minute to decide before I play it. Okay, we got a 1 for Beverly. I want to hear what she has to say. And this is the other day I was talking about the alien stuff and everything. This is that lady that like communicates intergalactically, allegedly. Okay, where did you hear Ellie Carter? Oh, so this. Oh, also the girl that I was just playing named Mesha, the one that just came out. She's allegedly friends with Ellie Carter and knew her in there. When Ellie Carter was telling her story about some of the other victims, she was talking about Mesha. So Ellie Carter is now all over the internet too, but she's being very cautious and hiding. They're kind of always on the run, her mom and her. But Ellie Carter, was she in the chat last night? I'm trying to think of the channel I was in last night that Mesha was on. While I play this, I'm going to try to find that because it sounds like everyone wants to hear it. Whoa, really? Conor McGregor? Oh shoot, no way. Damn. Okay, let's listen to this, whatever this entails, because I'm interested and curious. Conor, you piece of shit.
A handler.
Jay, there's always an individual.
I really hope my thing doesn't start skipping again, but I'm going to give it a whirl.
Handles people. And like in my case, I had a handler in this country and I had a in America. Strings made the decision as a child and youngster, no standing. So, 16,
so far it's not working. I'm going to get the link anyway.
And there is one that is known, and allegedly, I would say that Jay-Z would be a handler.
Wow.
Makes decisions, decides what's happening, and decided many, many years.
Benny
That's what a
wants to
handler
know.
does.
But to know what.
She did say allegedly Jay-Z's a handler. I'm going to keep trying. If we could just bear with us. If it doesn't work, at least I got the link. I just put the link to what we're watching right now. Dang, I wish I could figure out what's going on with my McDonald's. Yeah, that guy in the yellow, Ron John, I think his name is. He does very good stuff with Beverly. Oh, I just want this to work. Come on and cooperate with me, dang it.
What are the signs and ends attached to you? Have you seen what J-Lo like lately, or Kamala?
Kamala particularly, she took a hammering. So
Yeah. What signs should people look for?
I think that the first things, the most common that I've seen over the last 40 years is an individual will complain about stomach cramps and this constant sicky, oogie, horrible, wanting to feel nauseous and sick, sleeping way too much. And then you will probably find if you've had.
So just to be clear, since I think it went wonky, he asked her, what are the signs that an entity has attached themselves to you? And she's explaining the sickness that goes on, sleeping all the time. So that's what this is about, if the first part was out.
That's attached, particularly if they've attached in the solar plexus, then it's the stomach feels bad and you will change your way of eating. But if it's attaching the top two, tremendous headaches, eyesight blurring, those sort of things, lots of migraines, and a change event later, change in the facial expression.
So dietary then, you said change would change the eat. They got this. Which do you change in? What foods?
It would be something totally unaligned with
migraines.
You. So, you know, you would suddenly start liking something that is totally different to what if you never liked hot food before, you would suddenly be able to tolerate it, and you'd find likewise on the other side, if you weren't able to tolerate
dietary changes,
milk products, lactose intolerance, suddenly your whole energy value would change and you'd be okay with managing with milk. It's something that is totally unassociated with you. It will be a complete change because it's attached to itself.
Oh, I also wanted to say, she also, in case she said it and it didn't come in, she sees an attachment, a very strong attachment on Beyonce. And she said she even knows the name of it as Celeste. So she refers to Beyonce a lot as Celeste or Celestine, maybe. And that's the entity on her, allegedly.
Got some Beyonce Jay-Z numerology here now from Kizzy.
Celestine,
Hello,
Celestine.
Beyonce's mother was born Celestine Ann Beyonce, date of birth January 4th, which connects her to the Kris Jenner, Jay-Z, Sean Carter 444 energy.
Whoa, I'm already mind blown. So this lady, I've been watching a couple of her interviews, and she calls the attachment on Beyonce Celestine. And this person in the chat just commented, hello, Beyonce's mother was born Celestine and Beyonce. So that's really weird.
Any insights?
Yeah, so 444 energy, same as the 666. I'll rest my case on that one. The Celestine, that's also part of the energy for the person that we know as Beyonce externally. But that's the name that I use when I speak to her on a spiritual level and when I look at her.
Me too.
January 4th, yeah, no surprise. If you look at the January 4th and the Sean.
Let me just stop this. After one of her episodes the other night with the alien stuff where she was talking about all the races, I may have looked out my window a few times when everybody else was sleeping in my house except for me.
Carter energy, it's the same energy. So whether they liked it or not, the two people were brought together because of those energies. They had a job to do and they're doing their job.
Which energy is more demonic, the 666 or the 444?
They're basically one and the same. The 666 there's not a higher energy from that than the 444. The energy value is the same. It's more around the individual. But numerically, you could say that the 666 possibly would be, because I think worldwide those that understand the energy behind 666 would understand that that energy is more demonic than any others.
What about the Pegasus Museum?
What?
Tara?
I haven't had a look at the Pegasus one. That could be interesting.
I'll check on the bail hearing. There's no way in hell. If he gets bail, then one of those people are involved in it, and that's my conspiracy theory.
Jaguar writes that Jay-Z was seeing Beyonce's mother
Yes.
before he got together with Beyonce.
This lady and her team sounds pretty intense. I actually thought about you, traders, because she works on cases and everything.
Is that true or false? From Rejma.
Yeah, it's true.
True. Oh, Liam
The
Payne.
job. It's the job. That is the job. They're doing their job. That's what they were being taught to do. That is their job.
This Liam Payne tragic death is having some twists and turns. They're saying he didn't unalive himself now, which leaves other options open, and there have been arrests.
Yeah.
How do you see this developing, and what are you sensing?
I didn't.
I think I gotta pause this again. If he were to get bail, those people, those guards will be paid off to slip him phones and shit. The only way, he'd have to be on video surveillance right at the police station. He needs cameras on his ass doing everything looking at everything he does, because he'll be sneaking shit and paying people off.
I didn't see that the unalived events that caused him to end up in spirit. I think the handler, from what I saw with the energies of that balcony, I saw the handler was actually in the room. So there is a reason behind the unalived side of Liam, and I'm hoping that will come out.
Angels.
So she's saying she's seen a handler in the room with Liam, and she's hoping it would come out.
Wondering if Liam Payne's girlfriend was handling him.
No, the girlfriend wasn't the handler. Handler's got to be more than that. The girlfriend's not strong enough. There's no way that she'd be a handler. Nope. If you know what a handler does and how the level of power, the handler has, my word. If I just look back on my handler, the one in America, very powerful man, extremely well known in the public domain, very, very famous person. And he could click his fingers and mountains would move. So no, girlfriend would definitely not be a handler, not powerful enough.
Ron, there's still 100 questions, but we're not going to get through them. I imagine you've got some more of your own by now.
Listen, has anyone asked you about aliens?
About who?
Right. Aliens. Have you ever detected any other non-human life, like little grey people? And don't spend too much time on it. It's an intrusive thought question. But
so this must have been before they started doing all the alien stuff. I didn't know that. I just saw the clip and thought it, sounded interesting.
Where do you stand with that?
Well, if you read my first book, there is a channeled section at the back where I talk about Da'a, who is an off-worlder.
Okay.
Who's so yes.
We'll just take that as a big yes. Okay, love that. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Sean, I've got more if you need it. Let me know.
No, I've got tons. I was just wondering if you wanted to get in before the tons.
No. Keep the side chat happy.
Cloudical.
Oh, look at this. Have they ever tried to RV me?
Yeah, and what would someone experience if they were worse?
Nah, they tried. I catch them. I catch them and say, don't go there, honey. Get out of my space.
How do you know? What do you sense?
Okay, right. I tell you what. No, Ron, you better come back on because I'm going to get you. I'm going to show you.
Okay.
I'm going to show you. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Right. Here we go. Hold on to your socks if you're wearing them. I'm going to show, yes, because some might not be. And you never know. Sometimes when I do this as a demo, guys, anybody that's tuning in, sometimes you might feel it. It's not intentional. I'm sorry, it's just a bounce. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Ron, and I'm going to start with Ron behind you, and I'm going to go into your back and up basal solar plexus, and I'm going to start moving. And I'm going to start with you, Sean.
What?
And I'm going to have a go at you as well. So it's the legs that I've got for you, Sean, because that's your weak point, particularly those that are on the chair and the feet. The feet, that's where your problem is. Okay, so I'm going to move that energy now, and I'm going to pull it, and you're going to feel me in your stomach.
So hold on a second. I am literally sat on one of my feet on the chair, squishing
I
it.
know. I can see that. So I'm going to nail it. So I'm not going to do more.
Bro, what the fuck? Did you guys hear that? She's messing with their stomach and feet and back, and they can feel it. She told them they were going to feel it, and they said they feel it. I would die.
Because I don't want to frighten the SH1T out of you. But anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, Ron. I'll leave you alone later.
Listen, you don't scare me, right?
I know.
I'm up for guinea pigging anytime, 100%.
Yeah, but we don't
you can
want
test
that
my
other thing
body
that's with you to come along with it because I don't like him.
Listen, don't worry about him. Okay, I'm the boss of him.
Okay, I know you are, but I still don't like him. Sorry, don't.
I'll have a word. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Next question.
That's what happens.
What are shadow beings? They used to visit but stopped when I got my cat. I'm pagan, by the way.
Oh yeah, your shadow people are sometimes split halves as well. So you might get a shadow person that is part of you, your shadow person, because you'll have a different side of you. As
you know what? All Diddy does is complain. He's used to being rich. He's used to having the think about the mattress even he's used to. Complains about the food, complains about you're in jail, bro. You're being punished, motherfucker. It's not the friggin' Ritz Carlton.
pagan, your cat probably can see the shadow person. I also think that you haven't given the shadow person permission lately. So I would say to you, please give your shadow person, who is part and parcel of you anyway, give your shadow person.
I think they're very misunderstood.
I don't want to see a shadow person.
Is how I feel about the shadow people.
Yes,
right. They can be horrible. The man in the hat is a big part of my childhood, but now if you're getting,
I'm just gonna run and refill my coffee real quick, so I can't stop it for just a second. But I'll be right back.
Haunted in your dreams, and once you learn how.
Oh wait, and also I got those 2 clips to show you after this, and this is almost over.
To control your dreams, there's a word for lucid dreaming, right?
Yep.
The shadow people.
All that stuff just gets in my head, and then I start freaking myself out. That's why chaotic.
Their power just is over with at that point because they need the fear. They need the fear, right? But we always see fear as this negative thing. So for me, fear is now just a warning before you need to act. If you see what I'm saying, and yeah, shadow people, they get a bad rep. They're creepy, right? What is that, Robin? What does that say?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
That is what I wrote with all my endless notes this morning when I said about tonight, that Dame Von Daisy. Robin Williams is what came up, so I knew that was coming. Okay.
Several people have asked about Robin Williams.
About Robin.
Anyone who's saying they're scared, this is just normal. Okay, you're just being forced to witness it for the first time. None of this should scare you. All these things we're talking about are going on whether you like it or not. Some of you are just seeing the realities of it for the first time.
Yeah.
It's just another day. Just another day.
Another day at the office. Robin Williams. I'm going to say something now. Robin Williams had a split half. So the entity that came was the Robin Williams that we saw was a split half. So the Robin Williams had a good soul. Yes, the split half was a bit naughty, but there was the 2 there and they both went. He was kind and he did struggle because he knew that he had multiple personalities and that the split half was the part of another soul. I hope that answers that.
That's great. Do we exist in a parallel universe?
Oh God, yes, we do. I keep seeing mine. I keep check on them because I have 3. And recently, the old one, the one that's was much older than me, she's recently gone. So that's one of the parallel universes that's gone. The other one lives in a similar place to Canada, which is really great. So I check on her sometimes. So the answer to that's the long answer. Sorry. Answer is Kate. Yes, yes, yes. We do.
A lot of people asking about Tom Hanks today.
Tom Hanks. Oh my God, Tom Hanks. Oh, I was very lucky. I was really lucky. I sat next to him at a function, and stupid me, I didn't realize Tom Hanks, didn't know, and he had lots of fuzzy white. I think he was in a movie, something to do with, he said he was learning how to talk to a coconut, so he had all this, beard and the hair going on, and I didn't think anything of him at all. I didn't even, I didn't know who he was, so I had a lot of chat, whatever. And then suddenly he sort of looked at me. I thought, oh, hang on a minute, here we go. He looked at me and he said, maybe you'd be able to help me. And I thought, oh, okay, what am I supposed to help me with? And there were certain things that was happening in his life that he needed an explanation of. And I helped him with it. He never did tell me his name. And then later I found out who he was. And I said, why the hell did you put me next to him then? But it's just what happened. So yeah, Tom Hanks, there's a fight within him all the time, and I think he's been given an opportunity on occasions to become a handler, but I don't think he's taken that. Allegedly, he's not taken the mantle to be a handler.
We've talked about Beyonce.
Okay.
We've got to talk.
I didn't realize that was in. All right, I got back just in time for my coffee. Now let me see. Somebody wanted the link. Okay, so her name is Beverly Rhodes, and she's often on Sean Atwood's. I do particularly like when she's with this guy, Ron. And Ron does little like a sub show on Sean Atwood. So if you browse Sean Atwood's channel, you'll find the Beverly stuff. But let's see what I can find here. Here's one that's called Beverly Part 1. I shared some of these links in my live the other day too, but here, let me just grab this one for instance. If you go to Sean Atwood too, if you look in his description box, he's really good about putting all our links out there. So here's one of them that says Part 1. Oh crap, I just pressed something wrong here. Get out of here, I don't want this one. I'll get her website too for you. All right, this one's called Beverly Part 1. It's probably her on the show, maybe when she first came. But let me get her website, too, because I know I found myself browsing on it myself. Here it is. How can I get this link here? Where's the link? Dang it. Oh, actually, I'll get it over here. I'll get the link over here. 1 second. I'll just take it from Sean. She has a book, too. Her book might be on Amazon. Oh, yeah, it is. It says Amazon. Oh, I don't think that link copied. Let me get it right here. Oh, maybe I can grab both of them. No, that's her book. I'm trying to get her website. It's called The Awakening Academy. And I almost got it. If the link doesn't mess up again, come on. Okay, I think I got it this time for you. 1 sec. I got like really sucked into all her alien stuff. I'm not gonna lie, like I said. Bro, she has power. She made them feel it in their stomach and shit. While they're just looking at her on a live. That's like power. Okay? Imagine having that power that you could affect someone's body and you're not even in the same country. That's some big ass power. Okay, moving right along. Let me find my next thing that I wanted to show y'all. Did that link work, by the way? Did you get the link? The website? Before I close it, I want to make sure her link came up. Well, this sounds like the lady for you, traders. If that in fact did happen, she might be able to help you. Okay, now I got a bizarre story in a second here. I just want to make sure the link works. And I'm interested. If you do connect on this website, I'm very interested in the results. Truly, I am. Because I checked out all the options and everything. There's a lot of stuff for trauma healing and everything. And I started reading all the stuff she offers. It sounds like a lot of stuff. Now we're going to move to this next little story that I got a couple different clips on this one story. And these are both short little things I found on random shit on YouTube. I first heard this story on Ikkenmel and I was just floored. Absolutely floored. So what this is some parents that got arrested. Two parents went to school to bitch because their son bullied a girl and she hit him back with her shoe. She Jerry Springered his ass. They came in to complain, got physical, and attacked the school resource officer, and it's all caught on film. So where do you think the son learned bullying? They come in and bully the freaking staff at the school, so we know he's learning it at home. Oh, and by the way, the whole time on this clip, the little boy's there watching his parents do this, watching his parents attack the school resource officer and all the staff, watching their parents get arrested. Right? Isn't that a great shining example? I want to make, if you guys can't hear this, please let me know, because I know sometimes when I switch, the sound goes out. So this is only like 3 minutes. This is the first one.
So I understand the frustration of the whole situation.
No idea. I'm sorry. You have no idea. Okay, well.
I'm gonna stop it. Make sure. Can one person just tell me if you guys can hear before I continue? Just let me know if you can hear. I always gotta do sound check now, because the StreamYard likes to screw up the sound a lot when I switch. And we'll check on the Diddy stuff too. I already got a tab open for that. Okay, good. Here we go. Check out these assholes.
Let's continue. Let's forget about the I'm sorry here, I'm sorry there. Let's go and take care of what we have to take care of.
What you can do is, like I was just explaining, when this process goes through court, you can explain your side of the story to the judge. It's ultimately going to be up to the judge what is going to happen from here on out. What I made a determination on is probable cause alone. It just means that he was the primary aggressor,
No,
being that
the primary
this is an argument.
yelling at him.
Okay, I'm gonna finish this
Okay,
conversation.
so you
if you guys
stop
keep
fail
interrupting me.
a kid. Okay, that's okay. You are failing kids right here. We're not talking about us because believe me, if it were about the adults, this is a whole different.
I'm pausing it for a second to point out that the son is in the middle right there, blurred out. So he's in between both parents, while this starts erupting.
Different levels. So we are talking about kids that are
If you want to speak,
now I'm telling you, I'm
not gonna
talking
raise
to
your
you.
voice at me.
Okay,
You're not
yes,
gonna
I
raise
am going to do. Guess
Okay.
what? I
You
pay
guys
your
are good to
salary.
leave.
Okay, what
You guys
happened
can
to
leave.
you?
You can leave.
Okay, why are you so
can't
worthless? Do
can't
you
have a
feel?
conversation
Do you
so
feel proud of this worthless lady?
I'm
Do
gonna
you
tell
feel
you-
this proud? You are this
tell you one more
worthless?
time
Shut
before
the
this
fuck
gets
up. I paid
You
your
need to
salary.
leave.
You don't
If
pay.
Hand me
Okay,
it's gonna
that's what
escalate.
happened. Look, what is gonna happen? What is gonna happen?
I've been heated at school before, but imagine going into the school and saying, "Shut the F up. I pay your salary," and the kid's right there.
You need to leave.
You are a worthless piece of shit. Yeah, go back up. No wonder no one fucking died.
You need
There's nothing I can say, but don't worry, I keep this high.
You need to leave.
You are.
You put your hand in my face one more time. We're gonna have a fucking issue.
The kid ran ahead. Look at him throwing punches. Look at that psycho.
Put it down right fucking now! Put it down right now! Put your hands behind your fucking back! Put your hands behind your fucking back!
I'll pause it for a minute to point out that he punched the school resource officer in the head. Yes, punched her in the head, then stole her taser. While all these staff were trying to help and jump in and stop him, he's now got her taser. Now she's got her gun pointed at him and saying to put his hands behind his back. He's fucked.
Yeah, please, thank you.
Yeah, he's fucked. On school zone. The crime's always tripled or something, probably. Now, that's clip number 1. And there's a little clip 2 when he, let's see. This is him arriving at the jail. He going to jail. He punched a woman in the head. Where do you think your kid learned bullying, boy? Great fucking role models. He gone. He's going to jail. He's gone. Virgo. Woman abuser. They both going to. You're going to jail too. She's gone. Who's gonna take care of your kid? Dummies. She gone. He gone.
Come to you.
Maybe you could get an autograph of one predator hunter. Squat and cough 3 times. You gone. And my favorite part, I'm going to have to pull it up on TikTok because I found the reaction of the sheriff. It's going to play some more of the clip again, but the sheriff's reaction is the best, and I had a hard time finding his reaction. I found it on TikTok. I'm so glad I found it. It's so good. It says sensitive content. Some might find it disturbing. I found it great. It's only because it swears, but we like swearing here, so here it goes. Watch anyway. I'm trying to tell it to watch anyway. Why won't you play, damn it? Play, damn it. Might take me a few tries, but we're having some kind of issue here. Let me see if I can do it this way. Alright, let me find it a different way. Now you're pissing me off.
Was you happy Trump won the election? Yes, ma'am, I sure was.
No, I don't want to hear that. I want this video, but it's not. Let me play it. I just played it before this live. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll try a different way. I'll go to his page and try it again. Refresh it? Okay. I'll try this. Watch anyway. We want the swearing.
Defendant's son bullied and shoved a little girl. On Tuesday, they want to go and question my deputy on why the little girl he shoved wasn't arrested for taking her shoe off and trying to hit him after he was shoved.
Now I'm telling you, I'm not going to raise your voice at me. Okay, yes, I am going to do guess what? Because I pay your salary. Okay, what happened to you? Okay, why are you so worthless? Do you feel proud that you are this worthless lady? What is going to happen?
You need to leave.
You are a worthless piece of shit.
So to be clear, the only piece of shit in that video is the mother and father. All right, they're the pieces of shit. They attacked my deputy. She suffered a concussion. And the caveat to all this, her ass deserves to be fired. She's a VPK teacher. I am not going to have pieces of shit like that come in and attack a deputy who's doing their job and not expect that they're going to be held accountable for that. So to say that I'm furious is beyond. There's no reason I got a deputy home with a concussion for something so goddamn trivial.
Best reaction ever.
So
I don't know if he reacts anymore, so I'll just let it play out.
the frustration of the whole situation.
No idea.
I should get the link.
Let's continue.
Let me get the link. This is great.
Let's forget about the I'm sorry here, I'm sorry there. Let's go and take care of what we have to take.
I like when sheriffs swear like that.
Like I was just explaining, when this process goes through court, you can explain your side of the story to the judge. It's ultimately going to be up to the judge what is going to happen from here on out. What I made a determination on is probable cause alone, which just means that he was the primary aggressor,
No,
being
he
that
was the primary aggressor
this isn't an
because she was
argument.
yelling at him.
Okay,
And that's
I'm gonna finish this
Okay, so
conversation.
you just
if
messed
guys
up.
keep
You
interrupting
failed
me.
a kid. Okay, that's okay. You are failing kids right here. We're
I don't
talking
know. It might
about
play
us.
the whole clip
Because believe
again.
me, if we
I
were
can't
about the
stop
adults,
it.
we can solve this a whole different level.
So
we are talking about a kid that I'm
if you want to
fooling.
speak,
Now I'm telling
Yes.
you,
Yep.
I'm
not gonna
talking
raise
to
your
you.
voice.
Exactly,
Okay,
Sandy.
yes,
He's learning
I
it
will-
where?
Guess what? Because I
You
paid your
guys are good to
salary.
leave.
Okay, what
You guys
happened
can
to
leave.
you?
You can leave.
Okay, why are you so
can't have-
worthless? Do you
can't
feel
have a conversation,
do you
so you need
feel
to leave.
proud that you are this worthless lady? Do you feel this proud that you are this worthless? Shut the fuck up because I paid your salary, you dumb bitch. Okay?
This is how not to role model.
Look, what is gonna happen? What is gonna happen?
You need to leave.
You are a worthless piece of shit. Yeah, call back.
You're screwed, bro.
No wonder you're fucking dying.
You need to leave.
That's what I was thinking, Peach, because he punched a woman.
But don't worry, we're gonna keep this high.
He sent her to the hospital.
Put your hand in my face one more time. I have a fucking issue. Don't do that.
I feel bad for that kid, man. I hope he's all right at least. On school property, nevertheless. You are fucked, bro.
Put it down right fucking
You're going to jail today.
Put your hands behind your fucking back. Put your hands behind your fucking back now. Put your hands behind.
All right, it's almost done.
Please, thank you.
I just had to watch it all out in case the sheriff talked again because it was so great. All right, I think that was it.
Our defendant's son bullied and shoved a little girl.
So what happened was the kid shoved the girl and she took off her shoe and Jerry Springered him. I mean, if your daughter gets hit at school with a boy, do you want her to defend herself? I mean, you know, you can tell that was like not how to role model. He clearly reenacted everything that his son did. So where do you think he's learning it? Well, I hope the kid gets counseling. I'm going to come back here and drop the link to that TikTok in case you want to see it again because the cop's reaction is priceless, or sheriff, excuse me. I have one more short one. I don't know if somebody else is going live, but I have one more short one. This one's absolutely disgusting. It needs to be exposed. I'm going to expose it. Let me find it. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I found this by accident too. And I'm like, what the hell? This is a little gem accidental find. I'm trying to pause it so I can switch. I'm going to make it large first. It's only 5 minutes. It's my last clip, but this one's too fucking... Well, should I say trigger warning? There's nothing showing, but it's I guess it could be a trigger warning, but again, here we go. You're not going to believe this. All right, it says at the top, investigative report. Video shows doctor performing S-act in front of workers.
Who had his license suspended. The suspension of Dr. David Diffenay stemmed from a complaint sent into the state medical board in July related to alleged inappropriate sexual contact in one of his medical offices. We sent in a Freedom of Information Act request to the Arkansas State Medical Board to get access to Diffenay's file. According to the investigators' report, Diffenay denied all of the claims listed in the complaint. Macy Davis joins us now, breaking down what we learned.
The board.
Too bad you can't deny nothing because it's all on video, as you're about to see. Good thing they blurred out his dingalingy, though.
Received the complaint on July 17th. It included multiple video files, and we do want to warn you the video is graphic. We have censored it due to the explicit content. Anyone who might be sensitive to this content may want to change the channel. According to board documents, this video was taken in 2019 at Diffenay Family Practice in Blytheville. In it, Dr. David Diffenay can be seen walking around naked, including in the hallway between patient rooms.
That is a doctor. Yes, a doctor, butt naked, playing on his phone, walking through the office at work.
Another
What the
video
hell?
clip sent in shows him in the receptionist area
What the
walking around
hell?
3 women and performing a
Oh,
sex
God.
act directly in front of one of the women.
Now look, this motherfucker's in the office stretching. See him stretching his arms right there? And we have 1, 2, 3 secretaries at work in the office. Yes, 3 secretaries in the office while this doctor is walking around butt naked, stretching casually like this is a normal occurrence. What in the fuck?
The clip ends with him ejaculating on her. According to the documents.
Oh shit, I didn't remember that part. I'm sorry. Well, okay, so he finished on one of them. That's just fucking hideous, man. This needs to be exposed by everybody.
We received, not only did the woman work in.
Why would you do that when you're a doctor? Who knows what he's done to patients? You know what I mean? What if other things come out? Look what happened to Diddy. If he's this comfortable walking around the office, he might be one of those perpetrators that like people that, you know, like those splashers that get off on people seeing them naked. Hell no.
In Diffenay's
I'll share the
office
link
as a
after.
lab tech for another company. She was one of his patients. According to the person who sent the board the videos, this all
Good way to
happened
fuck up your
during
life.
business hours. They also claimed Diffenay used his, quote, position of power, sexual grooming, salary increases to groom employees and patients into repulsive acts. At least one person agrees. Dr. Bradley Diner with the Arkansas Medical Foundation wrote, quote, the pervasive behavior leads to concern.
This looks like something they're used to and comfortable. Well, not comfortable. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. They were sitting at work. One thing that I noted on that, even though it's blurred, they were all typing and still carrying on work like it's a normal occurrence. Like they're not stopping and looking at awe. Literally, all those ladies are typing and going on with work. They're doing work while he's walking around and ejaculating on one of them during business hours. What did they do? Close the office, lock the door? Was the door open? Could a patient have walked in and seen this? What in the hell? I'm going to share the link after too, so anyone else want to expose this motherfucker.
Concerns about a sexual compulsive disorder
Yeah,
of
desensitized.
paraphilia, which may in fact cross boundaries with his delivery of medical care. An investigator with the Arkansas Department of Health interviewed Dr. Diffenay in September. According to the report from that interview, Dr. Diffenay was informed there were video clips of his actions. Dr. Diffenay said, quote, I don't know anything about that at all. I'd have to see those things to have any idea what you're talking about, end quote.
I don't know anything about that at all. I'd have to see those things to have any idea what you're talking about. And he did deny it. Bro, you're on camera, bitch.
K8 News attempted to call Diffenay at his various offices for a comment. We also called his personal phone number and left a voicemail. We received no response. So we went to his home to see if he would answer our questions.
They went to his house. They went to his house. Look, they're knocking on his door.
One more time.
This shit's funny.
We noticed a vehicle near his home at the
He's
time.
in there.
No one
He's
came to the
hiding.
door. I also reached out to his cell phone through text after we stopped by, but we did not get a response back. This isn't the first time Diffenay has been investigated by the medical board. Earlier this year, someone complained about what Diffenay calls his naturist activities. In the January complaint, the board was informed that Diffenay was posting nude photos of himself on his social media accounts. The complainant included screenshots from Diffenay's Instagram account, Naked Dr. Dave. In his response to the board,
What the
Diffenay
hell?
said he is a naturist, and his accounts were well known to the naturist community. He cited the
Well, let me just pause for a minute. While you're in Stash, I was doing Diddy stuff, so then I had 2 other just random news clips I found, and I'm like, I have to show this too, because this is like disturbing. He could have like assaulted who knows what patients saw, you know? I don't know if you were here a few minutes ago, but when I first started this, it's only like a 5-minute clip. I'm 3 minutes in. They have him on camera walking around the office while 3 women are in there, secretaries doing their work, or office people of some sort. Just desensitized. It looks like going on with work. Maybe they were embarrassed, but that's a violation. This guy has a license. He's supposed to he's a doctor. You're supposed to be able to go to the doctor and trust them. They're supposed to heal you. What the hell? Why would you put your license at risk like this? He seems to be one of those people that gets off on people seeing him naked, but he finished on one of those ladies, it said in the complaint. Bro, I would have back spun kicked the shit out of this bitch.
practice as promoting acceptance and body positivity, adding, quote, "We do not shame, sexualize, fear, or negatively stigmatize the naked body." He added was, quote, "crossover whatsoever with my professionalism while practicing my nature activities."
My naturist
During its
activities?
June meeting, the board chose not to take any action.
While practicing my naturist activities? I don't think it's naturist activities to be on. Let me know when you guys can hear me. Tell me when my sound is back. I lost my sound for a minute due to an alarm. Okay. I just gotta wait till you guys can hear me. Please let me know in the chat when you can hear me. I lost my sound for a minute. Before I continue, I just want to make sure the sound's back. I got knocked off the sound for a minute. Oh, I didn't. Okay, sometimes when my alarm goes off, it knocks me off. Maybe I caught it in time. Okay, good. Damn, I forgot where I was. Yeah, oh, naturist activities. It's not naturist activities if it makes victims or people uncomfortable like that. Because I'm sure it's not part of your naturist activities to go around the office, which these women were not hired for this, to see your dong along swinging in the breeze while they're typing away at the computer and you're going to ejaculate on one of them. Did they sign up for that? Was it in the job description? And what if a patient came through? I don't know. Maybe it was lunch hour, but what if somebody saw you in the window? You look way too comfortable in the hallway, just casually scrolling TikTok on your phone while you're dingaling swinging in the breeze. Okay. Pervo. Dr. Pervo. It says Arkansas State
And added
Medical
to
Board.
his file for future reference.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
Diffenay has also been investigated in the past for allegations surrounding illegally distributing pain medications. His Arkansas medical license was temporarily suspended in 2017 while the board did those claims of the board sent Diffenay
Oh,
a letter
no,
saying
but
they
that's what
found
I'm
no
saying.
evidence of
Yes,
a
Dr.
violation
Naked.
of the Arkansas Medical Practices Act and closed the investigation. Missouri in 2011 entered into a deferred prosecution agreement where he was investigated by the medical board and criminally charged for allegedly illegally distributing patients. Criminal charges were dropped and Diffenay practiced medicine in Missouri for 3 years. In 2013, the Missouri State Board of Registration, the Healing Arts, closed.
So he lost his license. It sounded like he lost it for a few years from overprescribing drugs, but that was in 2010
the matter
or 11.
For the board and took no action. On October 14th, the Arkansas State Board suspended his license related to the video.
It's doing the Skippy thing again, but look, just take a look at this picture. His dingaling is sitting right there. Look, there's 3 of them sitting in the office. And look, there's the door to the right. If I don't know if you could see my cursor over here. There's a window right there. Anybody could have walked by and seen that thing and been like, what in the hell?
In July, hearing is set for December 6th. We'll be there to provide further updates in studio.
Maybe that's the doctor for you, clean urine stash. Maybe he can help your son with the gynecomastia. You never know.
K8 News.
Diffenay will 4 p.m. as Macy's on December.
Well, damn. That was pretty disturbing, huh? Okay, let me get that link in case somebody wants to share it or do some investigations into it. I know sometimes I like to get clips and watch them again in case my sound is wonky or whatever, so let me get that for you. I wonder if there's any more clips on it. I think yesterday I was going to look into it some more, but I figured I already had enough stuff anyway. Let me come back over here. Dr. Naked Dan. Bro, he ejaculated at work on one of those people. I wonder if he's married. They didn't say, did they? I don't think I caught if he was married, but there's the link right there. Now that about concludes this shit. But I couldn't believe the parents either, the other one I found, but you never know. Sometimes I find random shit. Ooh, let's check on the bail thing. I think they said it was already over. They have to decide on Monday. Is that what they said?
Of course, that's working for him as well. And like you said, that's an absolute rule violation. Can't use another inmate's pack number. Can't make
I think I'm
three-way
a little
calls.
behind. Let me jump to the live here. Oh, the po-po's coming for me. Is that it? It's on standby? That's dumb. I guess I'll back it up a little. I wonder if his family came today. Well, does anyone want to drop any lives or anything they want to share? I thought I saw that somebody might be getting another interview while this was going on. I think I saw it pop up in the chat, one of the chats. I don't know if that's already planned, but that link, you can share any links you want. You can share yours. That's about all I have. I just want to see what happened with this, but it sounds like it's already happening. Nothing to see, really. Nothing on this one. Let me see what else is around real quick. Let me check the tubes. Ugh, the doctor's Dingaling just came up again. Get off my screen. Get off my screen. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna go and see some stuff. Shannon, did you hear the doctor thing I just played? It was nasty. And the asshole parent clips. Those were the two I just played at the end, the little random news clips I found. I'm trying to see if I can find any. Oh, Sean Atwood's on. I might go to that after this. I want to go catch up on the psychic lady. I don't know if we're going to hear anything. No sound. Damn it. Yeah, it's pretty. The last couple things I played were pretty disturbing. Actually, the whole thing, there was a lot of disturbing things today. I'm not going to lie. I guess most of it was disturbing. But I guess I got nothing else. Does anyone want to share any links or anything? I guess I'll probably end it for now and get something done. I'm supposed to be designing some stuff in the embroidery software. I got to do a bag for a doctor, like a gift. I got to put his name and stuff on it. So I got to program that and stuff. So I guess I need my computer for that. If I can get my Ninja Focus. And I also have to take apart my asshole printer once again because I already got to the print head, thought I cleaned it, and the bitch ain't printing black ink. So now I'm going to take the son of a bitch apart again. And if that doesn't work, it's getting taken outside and I'm office spacing its ass. But I really don't want to buy a new one because it's my printer, my sublimation printer does 11 by 17 prints. And I'm not going to get any affordable one that's that large these days because ever since the C happened, the price of printers went skyrocketing because a lot of people had home offices and the parts were getting they couldn't, get the parts out. So the prices are very high now. Dr. Naked. A lady that's been pregnant for 6 years. Oh, did you guys hear about the Immaculate Mary Conception in prison? Who was the one who played that yesterday? Did I find that on a random clip or was it one of you guys? It was about two people in jail, a female inmate and a male inmate. And somehow the female got pregnant. They never met each other, touched each other, I don't think. So I'm thinking, what did they do? Fish up the sperm on a cup? Did they put it in a tube and send it up on a string? And the male prisoner's like, oh yeah, I always wanted to be a dad. I mean, what? Was that one of you guys in here that shared that? Yeah. Oh, let me see if I can find that if I do a search. I can't remember if it was somebody in here that shared it, like on one of your channels. Okay, let me see what I can find. Inmate. I should have pulled up that one. I should have had that ready. Inmate gets pregnant. I find. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Let me play it. It's only 5 minutes. Maybe I found it by accident. This will blow your mind. Then I'll end it, okay? Because this is just too crazy. If we don't have sound, then I'm going to have to drop it again. Damn it. Let me drop a couple of these and then pull it up again. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this shit. It can't get crazier than this. I'm going to have to stop it, present it again. I don't know why you do this to me, computer. Or StreamYard. Okay, let's see. Miami-Dade inmates describe secret way they got pregnant in jail. This could help one of our other fellow jailbirds.
7 News at 10. Now at 10, an inmate getting pregnant in jail without ever meeting the father.
She's a miracle baby. She's a blessing.
How could this happen?
Through the vent.
Just one station with a bombshell behind bars.
She's Mother Mary.
Hello again, everyone. What happened inside a jail in South Florida made national headlines.
Now tonight, for the first time, we are hearing exclusively from both the mother and father. Investigative reporter Heather Walker is on the night team tonight. She's at the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center in West Miami-Dade. Heather.
7 News broke this story back in January when the woman's family wanted to know how this could happen here. The DNA results are in, and the dad is another inmate.
I know, right? Exactly. What the
For the first time, Daisy Link is talking about how she became pregnant in jail. In an exclusive interview with 7 Investigates, the 29-year-old says even she can't believe it happened.
It's a real twist. It is.
You can't believe how it happened? Well, you clearly did something.
Everybody says it to me. This is like some Lifetime
She's a
movie
hoe
network.
for show.
Link is locked up awaiting trial, charged with second-degree murder. Police say this is Link holding a gun after shooting her boyfriend in the leg, killing him. She has been an inmate at
Whoa, I didn't catch that part before. You're going to make a great mom.
TGK for more than 2 years. But in June, Link gave birth to this baby girl.
Oh,
She's
look
a
at her.
miracle baby. She's a blessing.
So cute.
A miracle, because Link says she's never met the father of her baby face to face.
I've never met him. It's crazy.
You hear that? She's never met the daddy. Never met the daddy before, yet she had his baby. I'm thinking, is this like some kind of immaculate conception, or is this going to be a trend now? If she tells her secrets, will she write a book in prison and tell the inmates how to get knocked up and have a baby?
He was also a TGK inmate and, like Link, is charged with murder. The DNA results show inmate number 200147865, Joanne DePaz, is the baby's father.
The dad.
This call is from the Miami-Dade Metro West Detention Center.
So you guys have never physically touched each other?
Never. Like the Virgin Mary.
Like the Virgin Mary.
The big question here
That's what I
is,
said.
how did this happen?
Yes.
Through the vent.
This is Maury
Link
Povich
says
type
she and
shit.
DePaz started talking through AC vents in their cells.
You would knock on it and you can hear the people from the different floors. You would stand on the toilet actually to be able to talk to them.
They say they also passed notes and pictures.
Being in
You passed more than notes and pictures because you got something somehow.
Isolation for so long, you begin to spend hours.
It's not a test tube, baby. It's a vent hole, baby.
Talking to this person, to the point where it's almost as if you're in the same room with them.
Link and DePaz formed a romantic relationship, and the 23-year-old shared his dream.
I always really wanted to have a baby.
Like
I'm not
this?
going to get to do that for a really long time. So if I had to choose somebody, it would be you. And she was like, yeah, we could do that.
DePaz came up with a plan.
How did you do that?
It's going to go down in history.
I don't know what my fate is. You kind of don't know what yours. If we're going to...
Wait, I gotta say this too. She could probably make money if she wrote like some sort of book on this. But think how the baby's gonna feel when the baby gets older. That's like, that's terrible.
God might as well just go out with a bang.
I always wanted a vent hole, baby.
But it definitely did.
I told her.
As soon as I saw this too, I was thinking this would be good on that show that I think Gypsy used to talk about, a show called Love After Lockup. Didn't she used to talk about that? I've never seen it, but I'm like, this is probably like Love After Lockup type shit. I mean, they conceived a bit. They never even met each other face to face. What the fuck? I couldn't believe I was actually hearing this. I had to share it.
Way that one of my friends has showed me through the vent, because the vent is like an L shape, really. It drops right into my vent. From her room,
it dropped right into your... Yeah, it dropped right into her vent too.
You throw a pen into the vent, and it'll land right into my vent.
We had figured out a way to drop the line. It was a line that we had established out of like bedding material.
I put the semen in saran wrap every day, like 5 times a day, for like a month straight.
He would kind of like roll.
Whoa, I didn't catch that last time. He said he put semen in a saran wrap 5 times a day. I didn't know they tried so hard deliberately. Well, I'm pretty sure those vents are going to be closed off now, and the guards better do a better job.
almost like a
Good
cigarette.
God Almighty!
And he would attach it to the line.
And don't be giving Ernie Shell no ideas. Don't be talking about this if any of you be texting him. Don't you dare.
We had an event, and I would pull it through. From there, I had placed it inside of. It was you know, the yeast infections. The yeast infection applicators.
What? Bro, it's a monostat tube baby. I was going to say a vent hole baby. It's a monostat tube baby. The world's first monostat tube baby.
I had placed it inside of there, and then from there, yeah, I administered it.
She says it only took a few tries.
They let inmates hold their own tubes of monostat? Or they let her keep the applicator? I wouldn't think they allow them to have that stuff. I thought they have to go to nurses and stuff. Well, they're not going to be able to have it now.
Before she became pregnant.
Turkey baster baby.
I was ecstatic about it.
Is this possible?
Yes, that's a short answer.
Now, Fernando Ackerman is the medical director of the Fertility Center of Miami. He says the chances of this resulting in a successful pregnancy are slim, but not impossible.
We estimate that probably their chances were less than 5%, but that is not to say that the chances were zero. So
he also said 5 times a day, so he was working hard at it. You know what I'm saying? He must have been at it a lot. His poor roommate.
This is absolutely a case that is exceedingly unusual. To my knowledge, I never heard or read anything like this.
I'm so glad I found
this. On June 19th, the baby was born at Jackson Memorial Hospital.
I can't believe it worked. Everything happened for a reason.
Over here, I'm like a celebrity.
Their baby is now 5 months old. She's living with his mom, who became a grandmother for the first time. And DePaul are now in different jails, still on the phone and see their daughter on video visits.
She could be anything. I think that she's going to be something great.
They now move to different jails.
Now, you may be wondering how this was able to happen without correctional officers realizing Miami-Dade Corrections has an internal affairs investigation, which officials tell us is...
Get it? Internal affairs? That's what you call internal affair.
ongoing. Reporting live out UK, Heather Walker, 7 News Night Team.
What the fuck? It's a whole new meaning to internal affair. I gotta get this link for you guys in case you want to share it with someone else. This needs to be looked into more. I feel bad for that baby. The baby looks so beautiful in the pictures and the... Maybe she's well taken care of, but do either one of them have any chance of ever getting out? I think they said she shot somebody. I don't know what he's in there for, but are they ever even going to see this baby? They look so happy, but they're not doing all the work. They're not getting up, feeding the baby. You know what I mean? And I'm sure other inmates might get this idea now for real. Like, who would have thought this would work? And they're not going to be able to hold monostat tubes no more. I can't even believe what I just watched when I found that yesterday. I'm like, I'm so glad. I mean, I forgot to pull it up, but I'm so glad I thought of it at the end, right when I was going to end this show. I'm like, so I'll leave you with that monostat test tube baby. There's the link if you want to share it with anyone. What the fuck? 5 times a day, wrapping it in saran wrap. I didn't even know they can hold saran wrap. Maybe he saved it from his turkey sandwich at lunchtime. I don't know. Do they get sandwiches in saran wrap? They're not going to be able to have all this shit now. Event hole baby. Internal review. My God, I can't take it. Anyways, I'll leave you with that story because I'm dead now with that. What else can top that? What else can top that? Share it with your friends if you like. There's the link. Mommy stat. She's a mommy stat. That's a good one. Dead. Only in Florida. It had to be Florida. We didn't even have to look. And you just know it's Florida. But they look so joyous and happy, like they're raising this baby, and he said I'm like a celebrity. You don't even get to see your kid, bro. What do you get? They better not put him in any prison with women below him, above him. You know what I mean? He's definitely going to be sectioned off from women, that's for sure. 5 times a day. That's what I'm saying. They better not be, don't be texting Ernie any ideas, because I don't know if they have female people over there, but don't you tell this to Ernie. I don't know if that jail is co-ed or not. I don't really know nothing about it. I'm kind of just joking. I'm just joking. Can't help but have the thought there. Come on. I'm sure like news of that will float to other prisons though. They're going to be, now that the word's out, I'm sure she told others how to do it before she left. And they can't watch everyone. What, they're going to have to close vents and shit. Fucking weird. So, of course, now I don't know if anyone else is going live or have anything scheduled. Feel free to drop it. I'm done with the internet today. That's fucking enough. We had Dr. Dingaling and Mommy Stat 2 Baby. I'm gonna have to change my title, and I might think of a creative way to put that in there. Thanks for the Mommy Stat thing. I don't know. I'd have to put the link if you want to listen. Let me drop it one more time. I'd have to re-listen to it. I was too distracted by joking, by all the jokes coming into my brain. I think that's the link to it again. It might have more details. In fact, if I had remembered that I was going to share it, I would have already looked into some more articles and had them pulled up. I'm sure there's other stuff on the internet. Matter of fact, I might go find that. All right, y'all. Anyone want to put anything? I'll just turn on my music now, and y'all can chat for a minute because I quit. I'm probably going to go back to the Diddy sphere now because there's all kind of shit going on in there. But I quit after that. But anyways, thanks for all chilling and shit, and y'all have a good day. I quit the internet.
There's a monster under my bed, and at my window there's a dragon. I accepted the challenge, it turned me into a savage. I broke a promise to myself again. I don't know why I am so vulnerable. They try to help, but I won't let them in. I guess rock bottom's where I'm comfortable. Both my feet planted when most people would have panicked. I embraced the storm. I found beauty in what was damaged. I'm not afraid of the boogeyman. Instead I look at him like he's a friend. There's not a monster out there in the world that's scarier than the one that's within. There's a creature in my closet. I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
Not to say this, no, but I'm hated so. My religious freaks say I'm the biggest beast and that I made it grow. When I spray this flow, I created mo. Creatures are like when I heat up the mic, I'm a breed of the night, but I'm tainted though. By the darkness I'm binded, I sparked it and shined it. They find it cause mine is woe. But that they label me a demon seed, wanna disable me to see them bleed, hinder me fatally and see them grieve, no. You would not believe the creature inside me if you deceive Khalifa's lively. We disagree when people defy me or try to take his. Whatever the fuckery toward them, you don't wanna wake this. You forsake his with a sacred, then it's over no matter what your faith is. I'm a creature.
There's a creature in my closet. I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
Yeah, I managed to get myself in trouble, all of this pain. Yeah, I'm damn in the double dose of liquor's always to blame. If I could keep myself sober, I keep my hands to myself. I take a shot and it's over, that's how I end up in hell. I hope I don't pass it down to my offspring. They get everything from their daddy, feel like I'm addicted to all things. And there's no reason to change, gone too far now. And I'm stuck in my ways, back at the bar now. They say I'm a flirt and they right, I ain't perfect, alright. So when I'm thirsty and perking and purposely searching for something that's hurting me so I just can't pack up and go, I just back out of it slow. That's how it go, I knock the back out the hole. And next like I don't know. Okay. I think they be laughing at me, hands be grabbing at me. Feel like God let it happen till we dab it, blasphemy. And these be a dab it, naturally. Okay, yeah. I think I better let it go. Either that or I gotta let it know. And I can't do that.
There's a creature in my closet. I can hear him rumbling around.
Do you dare to take an adventure with me to the graveyard where magical waste fade into the dawn to light? Well, let's get into it. Only if you dare. Our journey starts with this nightmare of monster high frequency, who will become Miss Jacqueline, the Pumpkinhead Queen. Before I can work my magic on her, I need to give her a factory reset. First, it's off with her head and then scraping out her gooey, hairy minds, just like a real pumpkin.
What the fuck? Something's playing. I just gotta find
Now it's
another
time
link.
to remove her face.
It's gonna be silent for a minute, but I'm looking for one more link.
Much better, darlings. To make this head into a pumpkin head, I plan to sculpt right onto her head. Alas, doll heads are too squishy naturally to sculpt directly onto, but I learned that if you shrink the head, they harden up. To do that, I mixed water and acid together and had the head soak for 2 days in the doll soup.
I got 2
And the
StreamYards
results
on,
of
and I
our
can't
little
find the other
science
one, so just bear with me a second.
I
I'm
sanded
trying to
out the
find
net
something.
opening so
Shut
I
up,
could fit back
Pumpkinhead.
onto the net peg. And I
I hear
also
something
drilled
playing,
out
but I don't know
her
where it's coming
eyes
from. Just ignore it for a minute. I'm trying to
and
find something.
carved out her mouth.
It's a crap
and
video I
cut
saved, but I
open
don't know
her
where it is. Shut up, I'm looking for something, damn it. I'm trying to find a new subscription.
I also trimmed down the neck peg so the head could fit back onto the body, and so you wouldn't see it from the outside looking in.
It's a something crafty
Looking
playing.
creepy.
It's a Pumpkinhead doll I was looking
Now it's
at.
time to use
but I'm trying to
epoxy
find something
sculpt
to
to give her
share.
her pumpkin head.
I might
To
have to
do
shut it
that,
up.
I added
Shut
rolled
up, damn it,
pieces of
lady.
epoxy sculpt ahead to build
Where are you
up the
coming
ridges
from?
of the pumpkin.
Something playing it, I don't know what.
I
I'm
carve
trying to find
away
a
at the epoxy sculpt with my knife
I
to
got
give
2
her
StreamYards
big
open.
jack-o'-lantern smile.
For freak's sake. I wanted to share a link from Mesha, the girl that I first shared. She was on another channel last night. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why
And
can't
of
I find that
course,
screen?
jack-o'-lantern's got to have eyes as well.
Thank you, Cheshire!
Jacqueline,
Oh, I think I
the
just saw it.
Pumpkinhead Queen, is inspired by a painting I did last Halloween. I've got a video up on my channel that shows the whole process.
Dang it.
Check it out.
I will find where this is coming from if
to
it's the last
haunt
thing
you
I do.
in the night.
It's haunting me right now. Ooh, there it is. I never hit play, damn it. Alright, I found that distraction. I know we ended. Oh, thanks, Cheshire, for gifting a membership. Oh, there it is. Okay, I wanted to find, I know I already ended in shit, but last night, Mesha was on a channel and I gotta find it. It's in my subscriptions. I could probably find it on my phone, but I didn't want to end till I could find it. Just 1 second. Okay, I don't want to keep this going. I will find the interview because the girl Mesha that did part 1 on Lionel B, she was on another big channel last night with another Diddy victim. I just can't think of her name right now, and I feel horrible. You know the woman that was shot 25 years ago in the face? She was on her channel, and she did. It was really nice, and I wanted to find that to leave you with that link, but I'll share it next time I come on because I can't think of the name of her channel right now. Which of course I'm gonna find it as soon as I hit this end button. But yeah, I'm gonna just bye. Let's try this again. Goodbye. Have a good day.